You've heard of the Minimoog? Of course, the Minimoog Model D is a famous titan of synthesizer history. But it was, as the model letter suggests, not the first model of the Minimoog. The first Minimoog to appear on stage was probably a Minimoog Model B. It was played by Sun Ra and can also be heard on early 70s albums like My Brother the Wind, the title of which was also his pet name for the synthesizer, as well as various later compilations. In a playing style that I have to say is very different from what we tend to associate with this legendary synthesizer when listening to later innovations by artists like Bernie Worrell or Kraftwerk. Sun Ra played in a highly disjointed style, often detuning the oscillators to non-standard intervals, utilizing a lot of filtered noise, and often avoiding any obvious tonal center in his playing. And while he played in a very adventurous fashion, he also did so in a way that was generally very keyboard-led, such that it sounds very much in line with the way he played piano and organs at the time, despite having a very different timbral palette. Now, of course, Strega is not a Minimoog, and I am not Sun Ra, but one thing I love about Strega is that in addition to its wide-ranging analog oscillator, it has a big twisty knob dedicated to the time circuits, with perhaps an even wider range. Inside there are several delay lines that all respond a little differently to modulation, arranged in a complex feedback network with much of the range of the times control dedicated to audio rate repeat times. Almost makes them something of a secondary and complicated oscillator in their own right. Of course, we can sequence the pitch as you might do traditionally through the volt per octave input, but the time circuit also has an unattenuated modulation input that goes to pretty heavy extremes. Couple this with the easy destabilization of pitches via the pitch interference control, and we have a lot of options for ways to play with a keyboard in a less traditional manner. The Arturia key step here has pitch, gate, and mod wheel outputs. Let's see what we can do with them here. Pitch, let's mult it to volt per octave and also to the unattenuated time input. Let's add a little animation to the timbre by sending the agitation function to the tones CD input. And let's control the rate with the mod wheel. The thing about sequencing delay times is that the note we hear is mostly based on movement rather than absolute value. If the tones are droning, then after a few repeats, the echoes will go back into tune with the note. If the tones go silent, We can use the times CV to repitch the resulting noise. To play individual notes with the keyboard, we'll take the key steps gate output to the activation CV input. Did you ever play the delay time on your synthesizer like it's an oscillator? Let us know your ideas in the comments. Thanks for watching, and happy patching.